welcome back to my channel. I'm Maddie if you're new. Today I just wanted to take some time to catch up with you guys because if you can't tell, I'm in a very different setting. I'm actually in a different state. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you might not know that I moved. I moved out of Colorado to South Carolina. So big changes are happening. It's really exciting. I'm gonna be house hunting and moving into a new place here. I'm currently staying with my mom. Me and Jake both are. And yeah, so I can show you around because her house is so cute. She's just renting right now, but she decorated it so cute. So I'll show you around in a little bit. But I thought now would be a good time to just catch you up and explain the whole situation, what happened with our last house, and kind of why we moved. And I also need to clean up and like fold some laundry and stuff. So I think that would be just a good time to chat with you guys. Oh my god. I usually don't let it get this bad, but we've been so busy. So I just want to explain a little bit about why we moved and sold our house, and we're actually going to be downsizing from our previous house. Basically, Jake and I, when we were living in Colorado, we did have some family there, but not a ton. None of our parents live there. Most of our parents live in Cleveland and Pittsburgh, but my mom and my younger sister, Phoebe, if you guys know her, if you watch the podcast, you probably know Phoebe, but she has been living in Australia for the last 5 years. My mom's been kind of bouncing around, living different cool places, and we're all sort of wanting to like settle down, if you will. And you know, Jake and I want to have kids soon, and I would really like to be near my mom and just as much family as possible when that happens. And honestly, no one was really wanting to move to Colorado, which I understand, but we kind of just came together and thought, even if this sounds crazy, what if we just entertained the option for a second of picking a place that we all could see ourselves living and trying it out, and just like kind of almost creating a new home base. And as we started thinking about it more, Jake and I realized that we could sell the house that we renovated in Colorado and actually make a good chunk of money off of it because we did so much work to it. And it was supposed to be our forever home, but because we put so much work into it and because of what happened with our contractor kind of like effing us over and stuff like that, our monthly payment and like the payments we were paying on both our mortgage and our construction loan were pretty high. You know, it was an expensive house. Basically, we just realized that crunching the numbers, if we sold our house and bought something a lot more affordable, we could have just a completely different lifestyle. Like, we wouldn't be stressed about money, really, which is just so rare for a couple our age these days. So that idea of like paying off all of our debt and having a smaller house with a smaller monthly payment and all of that just sounded so appealing. We started to think about it more seriously. And to make a long story short, we visited this area in around Charleston, and all of us really, really loved it and could see ourselves living here. We're all very much beach people. So while I loved Colorado and like walking the trails and all that, I don't ski. I'm just less of a mountain person than I am a beach person, and pretty much everyone in my family, including Jake, is the same way. So it just sort of seemed like something that it was worth trying. And ultimately, after thinking about it a lot and coming here again and just like kind of doing our research, I guess, and really coming to terms with the fact that we would have to say goodbye to our Colorado house, we sort of just determined that the pros well outweigh the cons and that we wanted to do it. We wanted to make a big change and see if we could make this new sort of area like our new home. And so here we are. We're literally 2 weeks in, and honestly, I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel so aligned here. I feel like I've been able to adjust to living here so much faster than I ever would have thought. I thought I would miss a lot more about Colorado than I do. Like, I miss the people, like I miss our friends there so much, but I'm already making some friends here. I got on Bumble BFF and I had very low expectations for it, but it's already been going pretty well. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I could potentially make some legitimate friends on there. And yeah, just like the way we've been spending our time here has just felt so right and so good. And I'm just really excited to be here. I'm so excited to like house hunt, and you know, I love like a project. And so while I'm so like lucky to be living in my mom's house, like while we house hunt and get settled and everything, like it's just so in my nature to want to be in my own space and make my space home and make it cozy. And I'm just so excited for that. Like, that's just the most fun part about moving, in my opinion, is just like having a new space to decorate and make your own. And just like, I don't know, that's my creative outlet for sure, at least one of them, because that's what's really like lighting me up right now. And honestly, like what's been such a constant in my life as like a creative outlet, it's what I really want to share with you guys on this channel too. Like, you know, just sharing sort of my journey of moving into a smaller house, maybe not necessarily an older house, but like a less updated house, like one with maybe not as much character, or one that, you know, doesn't really have the finishes that I would have chosen, and how we sort of approach that. You know, we're not going to be like building a home from scratch really like we did in Colorado. It's going to be much more sort of like normal, like what normal people do, where they buy a house and they just make little tiny improvements over a long period of time. I'm excited for that. Even just looking on Zillow and stuff at homes, like it's definitely challenging because there's a lot of cookie cutter homes in this area, and I'll talk in a second about exactly what we're looking for in a house. But I don't know, it's sort of going to be a fun design challenge, because with the Colorado house, I had free reign. Like, it was basically a new build. I loved that in a way, but in another way it was also like overwhelming and almost like less creative in a way. It was definitely very creative, but it was less creatively challenging almost. Like, you know how sometimes when, like, I don't know, in school you're supposed to like write a paper or draw a picture and there's no rules, and you're like sitting there frozen. You're like, well, I can do anything. Like, oh my gosh, like I better do the right thing, like, because I can do literally anything I want to do. Or like you just have no ideas because you have a big blank slate. It was kind of like that with the Colorado house, where we were very much almost starting from scratch, at least in some ways. But anyway, here it's not going to be like that at all. Like, I'm going to be taking something that exists and maybe isn't my style at all, and trying to affordably make it my style and make it my own. So I'm excited for that challenge. But anyway, I thought I would also share like what we're looking for in a house, because I'm gonna be vlogging the house hunting experience. We're already planning you know, to go out with our agent and look at some houses really soon, and I'm gonna be vlogging it. So I wanted to share a little bit about like what we're looking for, like what's on our must-have list and stuff like that. So basically what I would say we're looking for is 3 bedrooms. 4 would be great, but it would have to be well within our budget. Usually with a 3-bedroom house, there's at least 2.5, 3 bathrooms. So like a 3-3. We prefer a 2-story house, I would say, but if it's a ranch, that's totally fine. We're thinking if it does have 3 bedrooms as opposed to 4, that it would be great to also have like some sort of little nook or just extra space of some kind somewhere to have an office space, or even just like a computer with a chair, because we both work from home and that would just be really nice to have. We are hoping to grow into the house, though I don't want to say it has to be our forever home. I feel like I made the mistake already of trying to sort of build my forever home, and you just never know what's gonna happen. So I'd rather have an affordable home that we can grow into a bit, but we have no idea how many kids we're gonna be able to have and all that. So I don't want to pretend like I know what our forever home needs. And also I don't want to worry too much about like the school district right now. Because again, I just don't know. I don't have kids right now, so I don't really want to like limit myself and over plan for that. You know, we don't want to end up in like an area with horrible schools, you know, just in case we don't move. I would say we're also looking for a somewhat open concept downstairs. I don't like when the house is super segmented. But yeah, I like to feel like, let's say if we're entertaining, if we have friends over, and I'm cooking in the kitchen, I like to feel like people are like within earshot of me. You know what I mean? Like we're all able to hang out even when I'm in the kitchen and someone else is in the dining or the living room. It's also important to us to have some sort of backyard that's fenced in or that could easily be fenced in. I am really excited to garden here and like do a lot of planting, because coming from Colorado, South Carolina is like amazing climate for planting. I feel like I started to kind of get in the flow in Colorado, but there's just, you know, with it being so dry there's definitely limits to what you can do. And here is just so much better for gardening and stuff. So anyway, I want to have a space to be able to do that for sure. And then other than that, something that I hate that I keep seeing in so many of the Zillow listings that I look at is those like laminate LVT floors, which I know is super common these days to put in a house because it's more affordable than real wood. But oh my God, I just hate them so much. Like I feel like you can feel it when you walk on them that they're plastic, and it drives me insane. Some are way better than others. Actually this rental house that my mom's in, they have them, but they're small plank, they're pretty dark, there's not a whole lot of variation in the like shades and colors of them, so I don't know, they're not too bad. But some of them are so bad. Like what I hate is the gray ones, and also I hate the ones where each one is like a fucking different color and it's just like so busy and loud. So anyway, I really hate that. And if my house has that, honestly, I know this sounds so ridiculous, but I mean, it's not that ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I am a designer, and if you follow me, you probably care about design too, so you probably get it. But it has to be in the budget for me to rip those out if that's in my house. So we're gonna be looking for a house that does not have those, because it really kind of sickens me that someone paid money for that and then I'm gonna rip them out to put real wood floors in. Like, I just don't love that. But at the same time, within a few years, it will bother me enough that I will want to rip them out. So really, I don't know. We're looking for something kind of unique, to be honest. Like, I don't want to live in like a gray box of a house. A lot of the houses here are a bit newer, like 90s and newer, which is totally fine. But as a result, there's a little bit less character that I'm seeing, and it's more like one in every 15, 20 houses I look at and I'm like, wow, that's actually cute and like kind of different from the rest. So those are kind of the houses we're looking for, and we'll see what we see. I'll show you a picture of a house that sold recently that I'm so sad about. We were going to go see it and then it sold. So cool. Like, this is what I'm talking about, where like this house, yeah, it's a little funky, but if I could get my hands on that house, oh my gosh, I would just be so obsessed with like working on that house and making it my own, and like just taking that canvas and going with it. So that's kind of like a dream house type thing. We're looking for something unique. Like, that. So yeah, I feel like that kind of sums up kind of what I'm looking for. I already have a Pinterest board started for this new house, but of course once we figure out what house it actually is, I'll be able to hone in more on what like the style should be, because I feel like the house does kind of inform the style. But yeah, the next video will probably be a house hunting vlog, which is so fun and exciting. I went home to Pittsburgh right before I moved here and got some really fun things from this area called the Strip District. If you're an artsy design girly and you're ever in Pittsburgh, check out the Strip District. There's tons of really cool, just like artsy stores. But I wanted to show you the two things I got. I have no idea what my new house is gonna look like, but it's gonna have these things in it. Look at this cool paper mache bowl. I just thought this was so fun and cool. And yeah, it's literally paper mache, which is kind of inspiring. Like, I don't know, I feel like I should make something out of paper mache. But yeah, okay, this is the first thing I got and I absolutely love it. And the second thing is this cute mug that was made by a ceramicist who has a shop in the Strip. And I just loved this so much, these dots. Like, I have no idea really how he got this glaze to look like that, but it's so cool. And it's like one of those like pinch shapes, so it's really like satisfying to hold in your hand even without the handle. And yeah, you can kind of see the shape on the inside too. I just loved this one and it was so me. I had to have it. So that's those fun things. I also feel like there's a lot of cool vintage markets and just artist markets here in Charleston. Charleston's a very artsy city, so I'm very excited to kind of take advantage of that. And I'm gonna be going to a vintage market in a couple weeks, and so I'll definitely take you guys along and vlog there and see what we see. But before I end this video, I want to show you around this house a little bit, my mom's rental house, and show you some of the really cute things that she put in here because I'm kind of obsessed. Okay, you have to excuse some of the mess, just ignore that. But look how cute this is. This is like that album wall that super similar to what I had in my office for a little bit in the Colorado house, if you guys remember that. It was like my backdrop kind of in my office. I just think some of these are so cool and pretty. And also, I love this lamp. Why does it look crooked at this angle? There we go. Look how cute this is. I just love that. I think the shape of it is so cool. And it looks sweet in front of these. Did I say this is our bedroom? I feel like I didn't give you any context. Oh, look at Coda. But I love that art that's next to the bed here. I think these are so cool. Okay, let's go find more things. So this is my sister's room. Oh my gosh, the light looks so blue, but it's not like that, I swear. Look at this freaking lamp. Okay, wait, let me give you the full view. How cute. I love it. Okay, look at this lamp. This like bamboo looking stem or whatever, stand. This, oh, I'm just very obsessed with that. Also with this, look at this plaid lamp. How freaking cute. Oh, I love this room. This rug is cool too. And this dresser that she found probably on Marketplace. She finds freaking everything on Marketplace. Yeah, this room is everything. And it gets like the perfect light too. Like the lighting in here is always so great. I wonder like what direction this faces. I've been trying to pay more attention to that as we're like looking at houses. It's like east and west facing windows and stuff. So I should figure that out in a second, but that's besides the point. Okay, this room's really messy because it's all of our stuff that hasn't fit anywhere else. But I just wanted to show you this cool thing. Look how fun that piece of furniture is. I think she found that on Marketplace too. And then I love that little rice paper lamp. I want to do rice paper lights in my house for sure. I'm very into that right now. That's the pillow I made her. Yeah, just love some of the stuff she's done with this house, even though it's just a rental. Oh wait, I have to show you one thing because this is insane that she did this. She literally made this headboard. Look at that. She just got like fabric and boards and some like cushy, I don't know, stuff and made this like velvet headboard that goes all the way across the wall. And it's everything. I keep seeing stuff like this on Pinterest and I absolutely love it. So go off, Mom. Paired with these curtains are so pretty. So pretty. I'm sorry, Mom, that I'm showing your bed on the internet, but I know she wouldn't mind. Look at those plates. I'm not showing you the bathroom. Look at those plates on the wall. Are you joking? Oh my God, so pretty. So anyway, that's just a little taste. But again, this is not my house and my mom's not even home. She's out of the country, so I don't want to do like a full home tour. But yeah, it's definitely not a bad place to be staying while we house hunt. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little catch up. Leave any questions that you have in the comments. Hopefully you're excited for some more home content, and I'll see you guys really soon.